my thoughts on the Kyrie Irving situation. I really didn't even want to talk about this because I don't know. I feel like it's like beating a dead horse, and it's gotten the conversation's gotten so stupid and gotten so out of control. Um, I hear people trying to break down the book or the video that he posted, and whether it's true or not. I hear people trying to get into all of this shit about if blacks are Jewish or Jews or Hebrew and all this other shit, and buck breaking, all of this stuff. And I'm like, man, this conversation has gotten way out of control because the bottom line is this shit ain't nothing but a HR issue. Anybody worked in corporate America knows how HR is. So right now, two black people can be working in their job. Right now, in corporate America, in the office. Come to work Monday. Two black people talking to each other. What's up, my nigga? How was your weekend? What'd you get into? Oh, nigga, I was chilling, fucked off with this bitch. Whatever. White person, Hispanic person, Asian, whatever. They can overhear that conversation and they can say, you know what, I was offended by hearing the N word. And they can go to HR and you can get in trouble. You can get in trouble. A lot of companies in corporate America, they really push diversity training. They really push educating people on harassment in the workplace, sensitivity training, all of this shit. So, like, think of the example I just gave. Two black people. What's up, my nigga? A white person can go say they're offended. I can lose my job. That's how corporate America works. So it don't even matter about the subject or the content. It's about someone can perceive this a certain way and they can file a complaint. You can be held accountable. NBA is the same fucking way. NBA has all of this community outreach and equality messaging that they want to push. So you can post something and you don't think it's offensive. I don't have to think it's offensive. The vast majority of people don't have to find it offensive. But a small group of people can find it offensive. And if they make enough noise, hey, you're going to deal with it. So in the case of Kyrie, he's right there in Brooklyn where a lot of Jewish people actually reside and actually go and populate that stadium. So they're fans. All it takes is a few people that come there to protest. So just like the example I gave of two people in the office, what's up, my nigga? Like, really, is that really like offensive? We can debate it all day, but it don't even matter. It's not even debating the actual what happened becomes irrelevant. It becomes like now someone is offended. This is corporate America, man. So if you work in corporate America, you should already know this. You should already know this. And if you don't like that, then you should not work in corporate America. You can go start your own company. But even when you start your own company, you can post something that someone finds offensive and it makes its way to your clients. If they find it offensive, they can stop doing business with you. They can create a campaign to try to get other clients to leave you. I'm not saying that is likely to happen, but it can. So, this is just the nature of doing business in a country where people have decided that, you know what, we're going to listen to people that are customers and clients, and we're going to take their sensitivity concerns seriously. And same thing with employees in companies. So to me, this shit ain't nothing but an HR issue. That's all it is. An HR issue that if any other person got into, like, no one would know about it because they're not famous. It wouldn't be on TV, but it would be like, hey, this happened. I go home and tell my friends about what happened at work and we all can agree that the shit is stupid. But it's not going to change the fact that, hey, the perception is you violated the policy and you're going to be held accountable. Like, it to me is really that simple. Like, so we get into all this buck breaking, we get into all this fucking, trying to really decipher the content of what he posted and all. It don't even matter. It's an HR issue. Somebody felt offended. Apologize. That's it. Apologize as soon as it happens. Hey, look, I posted this. I didn't think people were going to take it this way. I took it down. My bad. Move on. This nigga, I can be anti-Semitic. It's not possible. Okay. That's just like in the example I gave. They called me into the office. Well, someone said you use the N word. Well, I can't be racist. I'm black myself. They don't give a fuck. We're calling you into the office because someone said they're offended. We're not about to get into, well, you're black and so yeah, it's just really unfortunate that if, from the perspective of an onlooker, people just can't really look at what's going on and break the shit down with objectivity. It's like, you know what? I'm black. He's black. I feel like we get fucked over as black people, so I'm riding with him. And it ain't even that. It's just like this motherfucker violated HR protocol. Think about the owner of the Clippers, Sterling. This motherfucker lost his whole team. He lost his whole team. For what? Because someone recorded a private conversation that he had. Not because he went in the locker room and he started calling people nigger and all this shit. Not because he said something to some fans. Because he was in the privacy of his own fucking home and someone recorded it and it got out. Now, to me, I would make the argument that, you know what? Anything that someone says in the privacy of their home should be off limits. If someone was recording some of the shit that I say and do in my house and it got out, I would not like that. And so same thing, right? But it doesn't matter. If you are doing business in the league and they care about perception and shit like this, you're going to be held accountable. So you used to have a team. Now you don't have a team no more. So I don't even know like how this became all this buck breaking, all this race shit. It's just like we live in a society where corporations are becoming more and more sensitive to, you know, how their customers respond to certain stuff. And if you do something that they feel is going to hurt their bottom line, yeah, they're going to get you. But then people start debating over, you know, whether the punishment is too strict and all that. I don't know. Like that I don't even give a fuck. Like, I think if Kyrie wants to play ball, like, you know, hopefully he can get with the people who's making that decision and kind of, you know, get that ball rolling and get back out there. Because what people don't know, Kyrie's actually, so Kobe, Katie, and Kyrie, they're my three favorite players of all time. They're my three, I always say those are the same player, but at different heights. Those are my three favorite players right there. And so for me, it ain't even about Kyrie. It ain't even about black. It's about like a motherfucker got caught on some HR shit and it just happened to be in a public situation.